Hey, 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 it's 3 o'clock and it's 3 o'clock. It's time for Dear Janette on this wonderful Monday, December the 11th. Oh my God, it's getting closer to Christmas. There's only going to be a few more Dear Janettes before 2022 is out. So if you're joining me live today, thank you so much. Please send me a comment or raise your hand or something. Let me know you're here live. If you're coming in on replay, please let me know that too later today. And I will come back and I will check and see all your comments and answer them. So, who am I? Well, some of you already know, but for those who are joining us for the first time or maybe don't know, I am Janette Burke and I am a media personality. I am a producer. I'm an interviewer. I'm an on camera media trainer. And I am the host and creator of the 4-time award winning lifestyle web TV series Janette's TV, now in season 12 with over 550 aired episodes featuring celebrities, CEOs, thought leaders, game changers, and experts on lifestyle issues, as well as the spinoff, which is Janette's TV podcast. It's the sister spinoff to Janette's TV. And I am the head editor of our e-publication division, which is Janette's TV and Janette's TV Chronicles. So today you're joining me for Dear Janette. This is a new live series I have created. And why did I create it? Because I want to help you understand a few things from a producer or media eye. Like, I want you to understand things about the media that you may believe to be true, and I dispel it and maybe tell you whether it's true or not. I want you to understand how the media works, and so how it can be a part of your marketing by understanding how it works. I want you to understand things like um, what producers look for in guests and what turns them off from booking you. I want you to look, sound, and feel your best on camera every single time you go on camera, whether that's for a media or podcast interview, when you're making your own videos and lives on your own camera for social media or YouTube, when you're conducting meetings via Zoom or similar platform, and so on and so forth. So, this is my goal with this series, and that's what I want for you. And that's why I show up here every single Monday at 3 o'clock, and I'm happy when you do too. So it's also your chance to interact with me, maybe ask me a few questions, post them in the chat. I will see them, I will get back to them. So again, if you're live, let me know. If you're on replay, let me know. And thank you for spending this time with us. Today's topic is how the media can give you credibility and endorsement. So the actual title is uh, how the media can endorse your business. And this is a really important topic because endorsement is so important. And why is endorsement so important? Because it's third party credibility and you can't buy it. You can't buy third party credibility. It is something that most people want because let's face it, we talk about businesses. We talk about products and services. We talk about movies, books, everything we like. And that talk is word of mouth. And when other people talk about us and they talk about us in the good way, not the bad way, what does that do for us? That is like having a sales force at our service that we don't even have to pay for. And it basically boosts our credibility in seconds. And so that's why you can't pay for it, right? So I don't know if you're aware of this, but being in a media position, whether on traditional media, online media, or podcast, it instantly boosts you and your business into another level because you are featured on a show or in a publication or on a radio show or on a podcast or a blog. And that automatically bolsters you. It lends credibility. And it also means that whatever you say, you're there as an expert. And so whatever you say is taken to be true for the mere fact that it is newsworthy and being featured on a media outlet. So this is why everybody wants media coverage, but not everybody gets it. And of course, we want that kind of third party credibility endorsement. And also, did you know that 83% of people, that's the audience, who see you and your product being featured in media, are more likely to buy your product or service after they've seen it featured on media or in media? So that's 83%. That's pretty high stats. Um, so of course we want that kind of praise, right? So the thing is, even people come to me, and when they're featured as sponsors or even interviewees or guests of my show, I'm giving them third party endorsement because I am interviewing them or featuring them on their topic, right? As a sponsor or as an interviewee guest. And sometimes I even get asked to do brand sponsorships for people who are wanting to promote themselves but might be a little bit camera shy. And of course, I can help them overcome that. But until they get there in their mind, um, they will come to me and they will ask me to be a brand ambassador for their product or service. And when I do that, I give them endorsement. I give them third party endorsement. And in so doing, I also give them credibility. So credibility is important because we as a society look at it. We are influenced by other people's opinions and versions and perspectives of ourselves. We are influenced by what we see on social media as well as what is reflected in traditional media that we turn on with the television. When we see it, we want it. We want to be a part of it. We want to be surrounded by it. And we want what they have to offer, what you have to offer when you put yourself in the spotlight and you let the media give you that third party endorsement with all that credibility. Like I said, you can't buy that. That is something that is something we all want. We all want that positive reinforcement. We all want people talking about us. And even if we have reviews or we see negative reviews online today, because you see a lot of them, going on a camera and talking can instantly erase that. If you've had liability issues, or even if you've had damage to your reputation or whatever, going on a camera to correct it, speaking your truth, and getting the media to endorse you can instantly erase that. So these are things that we definitely need, want, and have to know how to get. And that's where I come in. So uh, I can help you be the kind of guest in the media that is so desirable and so newsworthy that you can get that third party endorsement and credibility. And if you'd like to know how I can do that, or if you're stumbling and getting stuck with things that are holding you back from getting media and making media a part of your business marketing plan, if you're afraid to be on camera or if other things are coming up for you, I would love to hear what are those stumbling blocks. And I would also love to hear uh, even things that you've tried to correct them and see how I can help you with them. So, in order to hear it and get my help, you can start with a 15-minute complimentary discovery call. And all you have to do is book it with me, and I'll listen to you and I'll hear what's going on with you, and I'll give you, at the very least, some valuable insight into how you can correct it. And then if it goes further and you want my help, we can talk about how you can get it. But there's no obligation. So you can book that, and the link to do so is below. So you can follow it to book your complimentary 15-minute discovery call with me, and we can chat about all these things. So also, I'm wondering if you have ever had endorsement by the media. And what was that like for you? I know in some cases and some businesses, government restrictions do apply. And again, getting around that using government third party, sorry, media third party credibility can also help get around these issues, stumbling blocks, if you are um, somehow confined by government regulations in the advertising and promotion of your business. So we are out of time for today, but I also want to remind you of a couple of other things. Yes, I mentioned the discovery call where I will listen to you and see how I can help you. But I also want to remind you that there's two other ways you can work with me, and that is you can become a sponsor of Janette's TV and podcast, and you can find more about that at the link below under our sponsorship opportunities. You can also become an interviewee of Janette's TV and podcast with our interview showcase package. You can find out more about that too at the link below for the interview showcase package. And we do have an audition process for that. So you will have to have an audition to see if you meet our filming and selection process and our criteria. But we welcome you to submit and see if we're a fit. Ha, no pun intended, really. Um, all links are below, so you can just look them up and find them. I want to thank you so much for joining me here today and spending your time with me, and remind you to come back next Monday, December the 13th, where we're going to be talking about, let me just check because I forgot what we're going to be talking about. Excuse me for 1 second. I'm just going to look that up. Next week's topic is how to secure coveted media spots. Now, I know you all want to know that because we're starting into a new year, and I know you want to make media as part of your marketing plans, but how do you get those spots? Well, we're going to talk about that next week. So come on back. And in the meantime, I want to see you in the spotlight. Bye for now.